Good day, welcome to today's class. In today's class, we're going to look at the topic which says browser. Okay, now, but before we go to that, I want you to relax yourself as I take you to the journey of this class. Please, let's not forget, the cause of you staying at home is to keep safe. So whenever you go out, try to watch yourself and use the face mask to shield yourself from what? From the airborne disease. Now let's go back to the gist. Browser. Browser. You have been hearing the word browser. What is it about browser? How can we use the browser? What are the things that are involved in the browser? And what is so special about browser? These are the things we're going to be discussing in the course of this class. So I want you to take your jotting materials, your bio, your pen, so that we can write down the details of this class. Okay, now, as I told you the other time, we're going to be discussing about what? Browser. Okay. But before we proceed, let's look at the objective of this class. At the end of the class, each of the people should be able to explain the concept browser. So at the end of the class, you should be able to give details of this word called browser. Somebody should just come up to you, can just come up to you rather, and ask you, please, can you just tell me more about browser? You should be able to explain succinctly, as in details, what is meant by what browser. The second thing we're going to be looking at as well, that we're going to enumerate some examples of popular browsers that you know, and their inventor. And lastly, we're going to be discussing those browsers in full. So in this class, I'm going to take my time on each of the browsers that you know. So don't rush yourself. Just write out the points as I'll be dishing it out in this class. Okay, now browser. They are application software used to solve or check information online. Let me call the word browser. The browser is coming from the word browse. And browse means solve, check, view. Now, when you browse out things that you don't know, or things that you want to get more info about. Now, these browsers are things that we installed on the computer. They are applications. Let me take you back to memory lane. You observe your mom's phone or your dad's phone. Whenever you want to make use of any application, most of us out there, we make use of our mommy's phone to play games. May I ask you this question? Can you use your mother's phone to think? You open a game application now, and when you open the game application, all what you could do is to record your voice into the game application. Is the application designed to record voice? No. The purpose of most of these things are specific. In other words, what is designed to entertain, such as game, cannot be used to watch movie. Meanwhile, you cannot use gallery on your mommy's phone to dial number to call. So what we're trying to say in a nutshell, that application software are software that are designed for a specific purpose, and they are installed on the computer just for us to make use of. As I told you when you were in your lower classes, primary 3, primary 2, downward, I talked about Microsoft Word. Microsoft Word is an example of an application. It is an application that is used to what? That is used to time. It is used to do what? To time. So now browser is an application on its own. So when you're asked that browser, what is browser? You tell the person that browser is an application on its own that is used to what? So check information online. Now, I have another word here too, online. What do I mean by the word online? Computer, with the advent of computer and the advent of of new technology out there, This world has now become a what? A small village. It has become a what? A small to which what? We browse things online. No, when I was younger, there was nothing like internet. Most of the information was done through the what? Through the dictionary, and you have to what? Solve. You have to check. You rack your brain before you what? Before you fizzle out the what? An information. But with the advent of what? Of this technology called internet, information is what? Is very, very close to us. We can just get the information within the tip of our what? Our finger. So what I'm trying to say in a nutshell is that this application work on the what? Internet. So far that your computer is connected to the internet, hello, I will take that once again. So far that your computer is connected to the what? To the internet, you can get your information straight away. I get to my point now. So what am I trying to say is that the browser is an application used to get information from the what? From the internet. Just take it like that. Used to check out things that you don't know, chat or entertain what videos from the what? Internet. Let us say it again, from the what? Internet. Thank you very much. Now, there are several types of browser, and in this class, I'm not here to market any browser, but I'm just here to what? To talk about those ones that are very common. Number one out of the list I have here is Internet Explorer. Number two is Google Chrome. Number three is what? Mozilla Firefox. Number four is what? Opera Mini. Now, I told you that time that I'm not here to market anything, but I'm just here to unveil those ones that you are what? You are conversant with. I told you the other time that number one is Internet Explorer. Number two is Google Chrome. Number three is Mozilla Firefox. And number four is what? Opera Mini. Well, let us start with the first one. Internet Explorer. Internet Explorer is an application that was developed by Thomas Redon. It was developed by what? Thomas Redon. It is an application developed by what? By Microsoft. And this always comes with what? With Microsoft software. After you have finished loading your operating system, most often you see this what? This application, this logo out there. It comes with it so that we can what? We can use it to check information online. Can you see the logo of it? This is the logo of the what? Of this application. This is the logo of Internet Explorer. I ain't getting my point now. Okay, now. The second one that I have here is Google Chrome. Wow, you are saying that you have been seeing, okay, that was interesting. You see this one on your parent phone. Yes, very, very popular as well. Okay, now Google Chrome is a cross-platform web browser. This is where I am, developed by Google. It was first released in 2008 for Microsoft Windows. I was later ported to Linux, Mac OS, iOS, and Android. Now, this is another form of what? Browser. Let me say, yeah, you see that? It's another form of what? Browser. Hope you are jotting. Thanks my emoji jotting right here. Jotting, okay now. This is the logo of Google Chrome. Let us proceed quickly. Next one that I have is Mozilla Firefox. Now, Mozilla Firefox was created by Dave Hart and Blake Ross, an experimental branch of the Mozilla browser. First released as Firefox 1.0 on November 9, 2004. This is the logo of Mozilla Firefox. This is the logo of what? Mozilla. Okay, you can also see this on your parent phone, right? That's good. This is the logo of Mozilla Firefox. Okay, now let us quickly run over to the what? To the last one, because I will be showing you some of these browsers, how they look, the interface, and how you can make use of them. Okay, the next one that I have here is Opera Mini. Opera what? Opera Mini. Okay, now Opera Mini software was founded as an independent company in Norway in 1995 by John Stephenson, von Trechner, and Jer Iversol. Now, this Opera Mini is very rampant. It is common with just Java phones. You can easily see it on what? On Java phone. You can use it to browse. When I remember when I was in school then, this was the application that I used to what? I used to browse on my small phone. Okay, now, having said all that, hello, having said all that, let us check the what? Let us look at the interface. How this application looks like. I get my point now. Let us look at what? How they look like. Do you understand? Okay, now, let me share one of the applications here so that we can what? We can easily view them. Okay, now, because at the end, it is loading. It is loading. Okay. It's still loading. Okay, now, here it is. This is Google Chrome. This is what? Google Chrome. Here I have the what? The bars. And this bar is what? Is the term that will display each of the what? Of the sites that we open. These bars are shown as what? As tab. Can you see? Yeah, this is a tab. If you want to create another tab, there's a plus sign here. So which what? Just click and you see another tab. Make it what? 1, 2. I have number 1 tab here and I have another tab here. Do you understand? Now, if I'm to browse anything now, I'll just come here, come over to this place and enter the address that I'm going. Let me check out for what? Go first. Can you see? It's going to open. It is opening and it's what? If you open in the course of this what? Class, can you see? It is opening. So this is what? Is how to use it. Just come over to this place, this search panel. Click there and type the name of what? Of your address. Okay, now if you look down here, we can use this one to minimize. We can use one to restore down to make it small. Can you see? It is smaller. We can use this one to maximize it again, make it big. You understand? And last one, you can see close. I told you can enter anything that you want to check out here. Let me check out the what? The shortest man. Or the fastest animal, whatever thing, it is going to what? Display it. Do you understand? Okay, now, this is to go back. If I have to go back to the home page or the last page I'll just click on this and it's what? It will revert it what? Back. This is to what? To go to the front, forward. And this is to close any loading sites. Here, I have a couple of what? Bookmark pages. I have the Gmail, the YouTube, the map, the what? The school address as well. Do you understand? Okay, now this is the page that's going to open after I've entered my address in this search panel. This is the page that's going to open. And that's how we're going to be playing around this browser. Now, this is very, very interesting to know. Even how to maneuver your way using the browser, you can get yourself acquainted with so many things online, so many videos that will help you during the course of the pandemic. So I want you to relax yourself again. In the next class, I'll be taking you most of the sites that is meant for the children, because some sites are very, very porous. They can just show things that you don't need. So in the next class, I'll be unveiling things that the pages you can go so that you're not seeing things that are irrelevancies, things that you don't want. Thank you very much. Have a lovely time out there and stay safe. Goodbye.